I'm so mad at myself for not getting these things earlier than I did. The stuff I got on Temu just now has greatly improved my life, and that's what I'm going to focus on today. And I really wanted to get a bunch of stuff to just make my life easier. So I got some desk lamps, some tools, and some stuff to just make it easier when I'm working on the desk, if I'm building a PC, if I'm, modifying something, if I'm soldering, if I haven't done any of that in a while, but if I'm modifying a PC, repairing something, messing around on my desk, and I need light and I need tools, I'm going to go through a bunch of really cool stuff that I got to just improve my life overall. So let's head over to Temu and take a look at what's going on right now. We got a $100 coupon bundle, and there's a link in the description for that. It'll take you over here, and you can get your $100 coupon bundle, and you got all kinds of stuff that's on sale. But we're going to go through the items that I've chosen, starting with this tool set. I've got a lot of tools, but every now and then there's just like something I need. There's a head I don't have. Maybe I need something a little bit longer. There's a size I don't have. There's an extension I don't have. There's a bit I don't have or something. Not anymore. This is a precision screwdriver set with 180 options. 180 options. It folds out in a very interesting way. There's some like foam that fits into place so that it folds into a nice little rectangle. And then it has a magnet. You just put the magnet on top and that holds it in place. You take the magnet off and then unfold it again. Then we have our screwdriver there right in the middle and tons of different bits. There's also an extension if you want to put an extension onto the screwdriver and then put a bit on the tip of the extension so you can get into some weird, hard to reach places, like when you're installing a fan or something in your computer. That can be difficult. This will make that a lot easier. So I think this big 180 kit will cover me no matter if I'm working on a laptop, working on a desktop, working on a phone, a mouse, anything that I need to get into, I'm going to be able to get into it with this. And it doesn't matter where it came from in the world. You need Torx, got that. You need Phillips flathead, whatever. You got some bolts. We got it all. 180. This is going to be really handy. Next up, I don't have a soldering kit here, and I've needed one once, but that was one too many times. So with this soldering kit, I'm going to be able to fix anything if something goes wrong, if I need to replace a capacitor. This is not really my forte, but it is nice to have a soldering kit around. And this comes with everything you need to get started. So you got your welding tool right there, of course. You got your soldering pump, you got your tweezers, soldering wire as well. Pretty much everything you need in this one little kit. And it's a pretty insanely low price of $15.43 right now. So yeah, check that action out right there. $15.43. Let's get my recorder going here on the desk. Yeah, the soldering gun feels pretty good. Don't do this. Never do that. So there we go. I need to light up my desk a little bit. So I got a couple of different desk lamps. I got a ring light and I got a regular light. Turn off the background blur for just a minute. So this, yes, see this gooseneck lamp? It's got a clamp right there. You can put it right here on your chin. So I can clamp this to the desk, and now I've got a light. And this is going to make life so much easier. You can clamp this to the side of your computer case. You can clamp this to the side of your computer while you're building or whatever. You can do all kinds of things with it. And there we go. We have all kinds of different settings. So there's turning it down a little bit, turn it up a little bit, and then we can also change the tone. Now it's warm, now it's cold, now it's somewhere in the middle. There we go. Right about there in the middle. And turn it up. Now I can show you this much easier because we got this light. See, you just put the light over here. Perfect. But yeah, it's much easier when it comes to filming. And since I have two of these, I can put one on each side and I don't need to worry about big lights. And this is also a lot better than having like a big studio light because, if I need to get in for some certain detail, I can just be like, let's put it here. Oh, we need to show the front. Okay, let's put it there. I can move this thing around. It's amazing. Why did I not have this before? Well, now we've got this, and I've also got the ring light as well, and I'm going to be able to use both of those. The ring light's over there. I'm not going to pull it out just for show and tell right now because I'll have too many things on the desk, but it's there, and it's wonderful. Best $10 I've spent in a long time. Well, the Temu spent for me. Thank you, Temu. But yeah, this is super handy. It's just a nice soft light. I like the nice line of LEDs right there. This is making the autofocus and the auto light go crazy. Don't light yourself like this. You'll look like an idiot. Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, so we got the ring light and we have that one. And together, I can use them to light things from different angles, make things look really dramatic. I mean, look how wonderful these dice look under this LED. And now it's much easier to show off some of these items I have here. Gallium nitride chargers are where it's at. And right now they've got this one. This is stupid inexpensive. Gallium nitride chargers can provide a lot more power at a much lower temperature. It's safer. You can get a tiny little charger like this. Look at the size of this. And it'll power a laptop because it's 65 watts. You've got USB Type A and USB Type C. So this is all I'm going to need to carry around with me instead of carrying around a much larger thing. This will even charge my Lenovo or whatever. So yes, USB-C, 65 watt gallium nitride. Yes. All right, I also got another one of these. I just can't have enough of these. I have to have a CD or a DVD drive by every computer, and I particularly like this one. I already have one, but this is my second, and I got one a couple videos ago with Temu, and I liked it, so I got another one. The reason I like it is because, you can use it for your DVDs. It's also a DVD burner. It'll work with your CDs, so you can watch your DVDs, you can play your DVD games, you can play your CD games, but it also has 4 USB 3 slots, and we have 2 SD cards. We have regular and micro SD. They call it a TF card slot, but yeah. Then we have our power port over there, plus some colorful atmosphere, as they say. So this is just really handy to have, and then we also have our USB on the bottom. It's USB 3 or USB-C. You plug that in, and it works. So yeah, I gotta have one of those. All right, so you might see I've been messing around with some action cameras. I got a really inexpensive action camera and ended up going ahead and getting this GoPro because I'm a professional. But the inexpensive action camera, maybe that's good for you. But yeah, I've got this fancy GoPro right here. I needed some mounts, and right now while stuff's on sale, it's a good idea to get some mounts. So these just allow me to mount it onto tripods, and these are just regular old mounts. You can, what in the hell? Categories, bloomers, yes, just moused over that. So yeah, we got those, and I also got a little head mount here that I can put this on. You know what? Let's do it right now. Why not? Let's put it on my head. So adjusting this is interesting. On the inside here, we have some really firm, sort of squiggly rubber lines. That's rubber right there. So I'll look pretty later. Let's let the GoPro do its thing right here. Got all of our different GoPro mounts. This is if you wanted to have like a phone mount as well. You got that. You put your phone in here, mount it up if you want, whatever. I don't want to pour them all. This is a chest harness as well, so yeah, it's a really good time to get these GoPro mounts. Next up, I needed a really long VGA cable, and it's only for 1280 by 960, so this is just perfect for that. This is compatible with up to 1080p. The cable's a little bit thin for my taste. Most of my VGA cables are much thicker, but it works totally fine for what I'm using it for, 1280 by 960, running a long way around the room. So yeah, I got that. All right, so I got a bunch of these. These are USB rocker switches and USB splitters. Let's talk about these for just a second. Let's get some light over here so the GoPro can see what's going on. I got this one. I just got a bunch. Just these little rocker switches. This turns your USB on and off. And these are really handy for a lot of the lights that I got. If you want to put one of the lights, these lights already come with, like this one here. It already comes with an on and off switch. Now, why did I get so many of these? Well, it's just in case I wanted to have lights all over the place. I really like having lights and lights here and lights there. And a lot of the lights that I get are USB powered because they're low power LEDs. Like this one, it already comes with a switch. And so does the ring light. But a lot of the fairy lights and stuff that I get don't come with switches. I have to plug them in every time I want to use them and unplug them when I'm done. But with this, I can just turn them on and off. And if I want multiple lights on the same splitter, well, I just put the splitter here, and then on the end of this, I could put the USB to 4 USB, like you see right here. See that? And then I can hook up a whole bunch of lights. And these will work just fine with I don't know. You can also use them for controllers and stuff. This is basically a hub, but in a small, convenient little form factor. And then I mentioned I have lights. So I got a lot of different fairy lights, and you'll see them on my desk in the background in the videos. God, that looks stupid. All right, I'm going to have this on my head for the rest of the video. One of the things that's really cool about the fairy lights is sometimes I'll be recording something in this dark room, and a lot of the areas just will look dark, like to be a dark, shadowy area in the background behind, especially behind monitors and laptops and stuff. But if I just throw some fairy lights back there, then all of a sudden it doesn't look dark anymore. It looks mysterious and magical, and it kind of glows a little bit. It looks much more visually appealing. All the stuff in the background, I always put little lights around, so it looks more interesting, and there's something to catch your eye. Maybe you should put some lights back there in that corner now that we can see back over there. So I just like to have little splashes of lights. So I have lots and lots of fairy lights, lots of these USB, rocker switches that turn them on and off, and it's really handy. I also took the opportunity to get myself a number pad. And I know it's kind of weird to grab a number pad, but this one feels pretty good, especially for $4.49, and you can get it in black or white. It's got your 22 keys. I mainly got this because whenever I'm traveling and stuff, if I'm going to be doing anything serious, I'm going to be staying in a place for a little while, I'm going to take my monitor extenders with my laptop so I can have multiple monitors, but I also need a number pad. I know it sounds funny, but a lot of people need these for productivity. I need them for video games because plus is save and slash is load in all my video games. I don't use F5 and F7 because I always accidentally hit the wrong one whenever I'm doing that. And when I first played Deus Ex in the year 2000, June of 2000, they had plus as save and slash as quick load. And I've been doing it like that ever since. So that's one of the reasons I always have to have a number pad now. All right, I've got a few hard drives chilling over there in the background, and I don't always have a way to just get to them, and I don't want to full on install them. So I got this little hard drive enclosure right here. Type C, which is what I want. Simple, no nonsense. But yeah, I just needed to have this because I needed another one. And then if I don't want to, mess around with the full-on hard drive enclosure and I just want to check a hard drive, I got this USB 3 to SATA with SATA power. You just plug this into your hard drive, set it on your table, and you are good to go. That's all you need. Decided to grab one of these just to see how it runs. And I got the 64 gigabyte version, of course, because look at the price on the 64 gigabyte black version. That's why. Why is it so inexpensive? It's not like insanely fast or anything, but this is totally fine for like installing operating systems, carrying around a few files or something like that, and it's small enough to fit on your keychain and not cause much of a trouble. So yeah, I really like this. It comes with a little ring for your keychain. It's actually, the ring is so nice. Like, I can't believe, let's see if I can get that light back over here. I think I'm gonna just use, I don't really like to put things on my key ring, but I think I'm going to because it's so small and lightweight. This is hilarious because it's 10-in-1 charging. Have you ever had anybody get in your car or, hang out with them and they're like, hey, I've got some strange esoteric phone. Do you have a charger? Yes. The answer is yes. I've got a flip phone from 1902. You got a charger? Yes, we do. So it's got pretty much all the different charging. Does it have lightning? You're not friends with any Apple people, are you? All right, let's do the last two things. And these are organizational things because I also need some more of that. So check this out. It's a transparent shoebox with dust-proof bag. It's called a shoebox because it's not fully sealed, it's fine for shoes, but if you really care about like a complete airtight seal, this is not that, but it's going to keep a lot of the dust off and just, keep things away from accidents. If you were to spill a cup of coffee nearby, it won't get directly onto your books or whatever. But I'm not using this for books. You can use it for anything, put figurines in there. I'm using this for PC games. Got a whole bunch of PC games and I need to organize them, and these are stackable as well. So it's really easy to put together. It doesn't feel like it's going to be as sturdy as it is. Like when you're putting it together, you're like, okay, this is a little, and then you snap the top and bottom on and you're like, this is a brick. It's not going anywhere. So yeah. And then you put the door on the front and that's it. And I like the way that on the bottom, there are some feet, but on the top there are grooves so that if you get another one, you can just stack them and stack them and stack them and have a few of them stacked up with all your stuff. So yeah, this is going to be handy. Just loaded it up with all my games. And the last thing I got, because I had a couple dollars left over, I was like, I'm going to spend 150. They said I could spend 150, so I'm going to do it. So I got this, just this little VV thing right here, because why not? It's really cool, actually. Like, it looks great. The ink printing is amazing, so I do not know if this is officially licensed. I'm sorry, Square. I would have cared 10 years ago, 15 years ago, back when you were noble, but I don't care anymore. Square. Anyway, that's it. Remember, $100 bundle of coupons. All that's in the description. There's a QR code there so you can download the app if you want to and get the coupon bundle that way. Just want to note that I don't use any apps. I use the website. I give them only the information that I want to give them. I don't have any of the other companies' apps on my phone. So I just do it by going to the website, getting my stuff, but you can do it however you like. Bye, everybody.